We're going from fab to flab. No. Saggy to swaggy? That's not even a word. I'm just making up words now. We're talking about tightening up loose skin. Hello Starlets, I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet. Welcome to my channel. I make videos to inspire you to be the best version of yourself and live your dreams. So if you want to be an Everyday Starlet, be sure you hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss one of my videos. Today we're talking about the NuBody skin toning device. This device says it shows results in 30 days, so I have used this for a full month, and I'm going to give you my full review, show you some before and after pictures, and let you know what I think of this device. Little backstory, if you guys have been following along on my channel and especially on my Instagram, which if you're not following me on Instagram, I will leave my handle on the screen and I will leave a link in the description box below. I try to post every day and I've been posting a lot of stuff about my fitness and weight loss journey, body positivity, stuff like that, so be sure you follow along with that. But if you've been following along with me at all, you know that I have been on a lifelong journey of weight loss and fitness and trying to get myself in shape. Pardon the AC noise, it is so hot and humid here. It's New England, so it's gonna be winter tomorrow, so I don't want to complain, but it's hot. Like I'm sweaty. I'm just saying. So like I said, I have been on a health and fitness journey. I primarily hold my weight in my midsection, especially my abdominals, and I have been that way ever since I was a kid. I've always been thicker around the middle. That's just where I store most of my weight. I've also done cool sculpting several times on my midsection, and I've also done the Venus Legacy skin toning treatment, which I actually have videos on all of those things, which I will link in the cards in the description box below so you guys can follow along with that whole journey. I do think those all really helped, and they've really helped me gain a lot of confidence in my abdominal area. But when you hold a lot of fat in a certain area for a very long period of time and that area stretches out, especially as you get older, I'm 38 years old. I hate saying that on YouTube, but I'm 38 years old, so things do not shrink back as easily the older that you get. I do have excess skin on my abdominals, and I'm always looking for ways to tighten it up. So when I heard about the NuBody skin toning device, I was very curious. If you guys recall, I was going to review the NuFace, which is the company that comes out with the NuBody. They had basically a facial device that was similar, only it was smaller than this. It worked in the same principle. I actually did purchase that, and I was going to compare it to my Clarisonic face massager that I have a review on. To be honest, when I bought the face version, I tried it a couple times. First of all, I bought it. It didn't work. I had to return it. They were good about taking it back and sending me a new one. I used it and I really didn't like it. One of the negative reviews I heard of it was that people were saying that they tasted metal in their mouth. Some people said they didn't. I did right away. Like the first time I used it, I had a weird taste in my mouth, and that just kind of freaked me out, and I ended up returning it because I just really didn't like it. So I was a little hesitant to try the NuBody. I did purchase this with my own money. This was not sent to me. This video is not sponsored at all. But I was just really curious, and I thought, well, you know what, if I'm gonna use this on my body and not my face, it's probably not gonna give me a weird taste in my mouth. This device works where it's actually sending little microcurrents into your skin, and it's supposed to tighten it up. I don't really know the whole science behind it. I'm not a scientist, shocker. But I decided to give this a try it out on my abdominals. They say it takes about 30 days to see results, so I've used this for 30 days. It's a pretty easy to use device. You turn it on and you can actually set your levels. You can actually, if you guys can see, I don't know if it'll pick it up, but it's actually got some lights on here that tell you what the levels are, the lowest, and then it lights up, and that's medium, and then it's got the highest. I've always used it on the strongest level. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it does beep, which basically you rub it on whatever area it is, and I think in the instructions it gives you some ideas on how to massage it based on the different areas of your body, and it gives suggested areas and stuff in the instructions. I primarily bought this to use on my upper abdominals. You basically use it on, you know, the area that you want to use it on, depending on how many areas, but use it on one area for 5 minutes. And every time it beeps, it's kind of telling you, like, you sort of massage it on an area, and the beep is supposed to tell you when to sort of like move and do another massage stroke. So it's just like you're kind of massaging it and then beep, and then massage it again and beep, and that's kind of the gist of it. It does say you can also hold it on a specific area and let it beep up to 3 times, so you're kind of holding it in one spot for extra toning in that area. I have been using this every day. I'm pretty sure the instructions say you only have to use it, I forget whether it was 5 or 6 days a week. I won't look it up now, but I think you don't have to use this every single day. You just would use it the majority of the week. I use this for 30 days every single day. I think I missed 1 day because my schedule didn't allow it. Primarily, I use this every single day for 30 days. And I only used it on my upper abdominals for 5 minutes each time. It automatically shuts itself off after 5 minutes. And I did kind of a combination of like the stroke with the beep and a combination of just holding it down and letting it beep for like 3 times. Kind of did sort of a combination of that on my abs. So I'm going to show you sort of my before and after photos. I personally, looking at myself, I see a slight difference. Am I completely satisfied with my stomach? Do I feel like it's just like as smooth and tight and toned as I like it? No. But I do see a difference, and I don't know. I don't know if I just really wanted it to work, but I feel like my stretch marks, which may not pick up on camera quite as well because my skin is so pale that my stretch marks are kind of hard to see unless you look up really closely. I feel like my stretch marks seem less prominent. That might just be me, and it might just be my exfoliating routine. I don't know. If you guys watched my body care video, which I will link to this one, you know I have a pretty extensive body care routine with a lot of exfoliation, but I was doing that routine before I started using this, and I continued to do that routine while I was using this. That part didn't really change, so to speak, but I did feel like the skin felt a little bit tighter. Is it painful? No. Is it pain-free? No. Most of the time, I didn't feel anything. I feel like I'm kind of like a stickler for I wanted to use it on the highest setting every time. And in the beginning, I barely even noticed anything at all. I mean, the tips here feel kind of cool, but not really painful or anything. But every once in a while, and I know when I used it today, for some reason it felt really prickly. It almost feels like little tiny shocks sometimes. It's not all the time, but every once in a while you get like a little like kind of like a prick type feeling on your skin, and it's not all the time, and I haven't really linked it to like why some days it feels worse than others because I always use it on the same setting, but just sometimes it was kind of like that, and sometimes I would look at my skin afterwards and be like, oh, there's a little bit of redness there, but it was never anything excessive, and it was never anything that lasted a very long time. So I wouldn't say this is completely pain-free, but I didn't find it so painful that I was like, I can't do this, I have to stop using it. And you do always have the option of lowering the settings. I'm just kind of like stubborn, and like I'm using this in the highest setting every time. You do have to use a lotion or a gel on the skin before you use this. I would highly recommend that you do, because I do feel like at times when I have used this, and like if I hit an area that like just didn't have the gel on it or something, that's when I feel like it was a little bit pricklier. It does come with a gel, which I was using it with the gel that came with this because I felt like I really wanted to get the whole experience. I don't love the gel that comes with this. It feels kind of slimy to me. It does tell you to like leave it on your skin and rub it in afterwards for skincare benefits, but I kind of wiped it off because I didn't really like the way it felt, and I kind of used my own skincare benefit products on top of it. So yeah, I'm not in love with the lotion, but I wanted to use this lotion because I wasn't sure if there was a reason why that lotion needed to go with this device. And it does, because it's kind of slimy, it is slipperier, so I do feel like it helps with sort of gliding this on the skin smoother. So, you know, overall, I don't hate the gel. I would never use the gel just as a regular moisturizer, but it does kind of go along with the product. One other slight downfall that's just a thing that's not a huge deal, but it kind of bugs me about this, is the beep that tells you when to, let me see if I can get it to do it again. Yeah, did you guys hear that beep? I'm not sure if it's gonna get picked up on camera or not. I mean, it's loud enough if I'm just like holding it, you know, doing it like on an area and it's beep, and I'm like, okay. But I mean, you do this for 5 minutes, so for me, I get kind of bored. So if I wanted to like put on some music, or sometimes I'll put on a YouTube video and watch it, you know, like a short video while I'm using this. Sometimes I notice the sound sometimes gets muffled, and I'll be holding it on an area and I'll just be like, I didn't hear the beep, and I know that it should have beeped already. I just feel like I wish the beep was a little bit louder. It's a minor complaint, it's not the end of the world, but I'm kind of being nitpicky about it. I just kind of wish that the beep was a little bit louder. I read some reviews on this before I purchased it, and one of the complaints that I did read was that somebody said that they really love this device, but they wanted to use it on so many areas of their body that it just took them like an hour to do the whole thing. If you have time, by all means, do however many areas you want. I don't have that kind of time. And I know for me, sometimes even just doing this for 5 minutes on one area gets a little bit stressful to like fit it in my schedule. So if you have multiple areas that you want to use it on, I don't know. I don't know if this is really practical time-wise. You may want to look into doing more of like a spa treatment where you just have to like go and they use the device on you. That might be a little bit more like time effective because you wouldn't have to do it necessarily every single day, and they probably have devices that go over a larger area. So I just don't think that this would be sort of like time practical if you were like, oh, I need to tone up my entire body head to toe. I think this is a more practical option as far as like at home timing wise if you just wanted to do like 1 or 2 areas of your body, so it's just an extra like 5 to 10 minutes out of your day. That would be my opinion, but everybody's different obviously, so you do you. This is expensive. Am I gonna sit here and tell you that it's worth the price? I think if buying this is gonna break you, I don't think it's gonna be life-changing enough for you to put yourself in debt over. I mean, you guys can look at the before and after photos and let me know if you think that it made a huge difference or not. Please be kind about my body. Thanks, I'm a crier. You guys can kind of decide for yourself if you think it made enough of a difference. I don't think it's so huge that I'm like, this is gonna change your life, so put yourself in debt and get this right away. But if you do have the money to invest in something, I think this is sold at Sephora. The VIB sale I think is coming up if you guys are watching this video when the VIB sale is happening. So this might be a good investment for you to get when you can get a good deal on it. So that might be something to look into. And if you have an area of your body that you really, really want to tighten the skin and you really want to try something at home, I think this could be a really good option. I'm gonna keep using this, and you know, maybe if you guys want me to do like an update after 60 days or 90 days or something like that, thumbs up, leave a comment below, let me know, and I will kind of try to keep you guys updated as to how this is working, because I do think I'm going to continue to use it. I think I've seen positive results. I'm not like running around at a nude beach somewhere like, hey, look at my abs. I don't really think I'd do that anyway, but anyway, I think there's improvements. Maybe I just really want there to be improvements, but I think there's improvements. If you guys have tried the NuBody or the NuFace or any kind of like at-home beauty devices or tools that you want me to know about, that you think I need to check out, or any that you want me to invest in to review for you, because I know a lot of times like my Clarisonic massager and my Tria at-home laser hair removal, like I know those videos tend to be really popular, so I feel like you guys really like when I review these kind of like at-home beauty tools. If you guys have any that are out there that maybe I don't know about yet, that you guys are like, ooh, I want you to do a review on it, I want you to test it out, let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you and I love your suggestions. If you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. A while back I was suffering from anxiety and depression, and I truly believe that beauty and makeup and taking care of myself saved my life, and I believe it can save yours too. So if you want to be an everyday starlet, be sure you hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on all my social media channels. The links will all be in the description box below, especially my Instagram, and I will also leave a link to the NuBody for you guys to check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.